Hi everybody, it's me, Mr. G, and today we're going to talk about how to make your animation better. That's a loaded comment because there's a lot of one, what makes an animation good or bad. Obviously, that's not it's hard to define. But we're gonna be working on an animation similar to the one I made called Drop Stuff on Franklin. Now, if we'll take a look at this. Take a look at this animation here. It's sort of glitching out a little bit, but I'll give it a second to play. This is Franklin. He's about to have a very bad day. Aw, kitten. That's good. How do we get our animation so that it looks smooth, or that it's funny, or that things look heavy, or that impact looks painful? I love how the bunny falls. So I'm going to take this animation here, and I'm going to show you a little bit. I'm going to hit play on this animation. Now, I'm going to show you a few things that I think are really important when you're working with Pivot, and in the hopes that you can make your animation better. Okay, first, I suggest gathering all of your props. When I say props, anything that you're going to use in your animation, gather it beforehand. So I actually had this frame where I had all the stuff. I had a bunch of frames where I was messing around. So I'm going to just a few tricks I want to show you too. I'm going to hold down the Shift key, and then I'm going to click. If you hold Shift and then click, you can select multiple frames, and I can hit delete. I'm going to show you how to delete some other frames too. Then I'm going to take, I don't know, I'm going to delete a couple of these frames here. I can click on one frame and right-click and select multi-select. Then I can right-click again, and I can say delete. So I can do it all with my mouse if I want. But I'm going to delete this frame because it's weird to start with that like little glitch out beginning, like where it just kind of flashes. So I'm going to delete that. That was me just getting the sizes of all my characters to be the size that I wanted them to be. Now this animation the falling is not very good. I set my speed. For those of you that don't know how to set the speed, over here on the right, you can see it says FPS. I set it to 15 FPS. Which means that it'll play back 15 frames for every 1 second of real time. Okay, now I'm gonna zoom in. I wanna make this fall better. And I wanna show you the other thing. I think this is essential. The keys on the bottom that are your greater than and less than sign, this lets you watch your animation forward and backwards, okay? And what I wanna talk about is how do we, spacing is super important in your animation. The space between each, we'll call it frame. These are frames, right? Each of these is like I'm taking a picture. And to make it look good, you want the spacing generally to get, for example, if an object is falling or if an object is speeding up, every frame, the animation should get farther and farther away. So what I'm going to do is if I look at this, if you watch, I'm going to highlight the Jeep so you can see the shadows here. You see that it's far apart. It's getting farther. Then it's getting closer. And then look at that. It just didn't even move. That's just lazy animating. Some of that's just someone hitting the spacebar and dragging. Okay? But I want this to look like it's a heavy vehicle that drops on this character. So I think my solution here, my best solution, there's a couple things you can do. You can always insert frames. You can delete frames. You can, in fact, let's say that I really like this frame, but I want it to drop further. I could go right-click. Actually, I can just go to it and just move the thing. Now, I will make another suggestion. When you're dropping an object in Pivot, I highly suggest using the arrow keys. Use the arrow keys. Just use your arrow keys. Because arrow key movement, especially for a dropping object, objects are going to drop straight down, generally. Not always, but generally. So, I'm going to start over and let you see my process here. I'm going to just start from right here when we start seeing the thing fall. A falling object is going to move closer and farther down each time. So I'm going to start right here. This is the first time that we're seeing it as an audience. So I'm going to hit spacebar. Okay. Now I'm going to move it more. And I'm going to make sure that there's... Oh, I'm a little glitchy because I'm making this video at the same time. So I'm going to make sure, I'm going to zoom out so you can see this. I want you to see the spacing. Okay, so I'm going to move it a little bit more, spacebar. Now this time, that distance that I made is going to be even more. So I see like right here, there's this much space. Now this time there's this much space. It's getting further apart. Spacebar. I'm gonna go down more. My computer is sort of, it's struggling with recording a video and animating at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna go down here. That's even farther. I'm only right now paying attention to my object falling. A lot of mistakes are made when people are animating the character and forgetting about another object, so that it sort of gets this glitchy, they're going back and forth kind of thing. Now, this is hitting him. So I'm going to go to my character here, and I'm going to have his head like, he's going to like go. I may do some animation before this, like to show that he's getting hit by the car. Maybe he's putting his hand up. Okay, spacebar. Okay, so right now I'm going to use my greater than and less than signs to watch this. Now the other thing I want to do in an anticipation is I want to like show that like something's coming, so that we, the audience, know something's coming. So I'm going to have his head go like this, and jerk back. And then now I don't hit spacebar. If you're going to old frames, you don't hit the spacebar. I am going to Control C and copy my character. And I'm going to, because I'm changing this, I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to delete the old character, and I'm hitting Control V to paste the character. So I have him in the exact spot so it doesn't look glitchy. I could go to every frame and sort of bend his head back, but it wouldn't be as exact. There might be a better way to do this. But now I'm going to watch this animation. Let's just see. Okay, his head goes back, but it doesn't go back here. So I'm going to paste it. I'm going to keep him in that position for a couple more frames because it looks weird that his head just kind of like flies back. He's looking, but I'm also going to do something to his arms in a minute. So I want to show you that process because I want to make it, okay, that's cool what happens right there. So I'm going to watch this again. Now, I don't finish the animation yet, so I want to finish the fall because it isn't complete yet. But I want you to notice that I start the animation with 6 frames of nothing happening. But I also want a moment where his head pops out. In fact, I'm gonna create a text object, and I'm gonna add some exclamation points. I'm gonna choose different font. You can choose any font you want. You can choose any color you want. You can have an outline. You can have, I think red is a nice alert color. You can do an outline color. Let's do a black outline. And then let's make the outline, look at this. Oh, let's go. Bam. So I'm going to stick this, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go to right here when he looks up. And I'm going to paste it right there. And I'm going to copy it. I'm going to copy it because I'm going to paste it on the screen for 3 frames. And then it's going to go away. Maybe I'm going to have it go away right here. I'm going to actually have it fade out. I don't know if you see. Oh, did I do it? Hold on. Did I do it? Doesn't look like it's fading out. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Hold on. What did I do wrong? I feel like it's not working. Oh, there it is. There it is. It faded. And then it goes. I want to see how that looks. Let me go back to the beginning. I'm going to hit play. That's really quick. I want to see how it feels with a fall. So I'm going to make this thing fall the rest of the way. I'm going to focus on how far it should fall, and there's no way that this guy is stopping a truck. So that truck is going to move the same distance. I think it's going to hit the ground. Oh, I'm on this last frame here. Hold on. I'm going to hit spacebar. I may have copied the same frame, but we'll see. Now I'm going to do another frame where I go all the way down to the ground. Now, this character is going to turn sideways. I'm holding control to turn my character sideways. If you grab any red dot, you can take a character and you can rotate them around their orange dot. So I'm going to take that, stick it right there under the car. Spacebar. I'm going to have it like go down an inch and then come back up like it's and I'm going to hit spacebar a bunch of times. Boom, 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 boom. Play. Poof. That little bump. I like it. It's not great. It could be better. It feels a little like there should be a little bit more motion. So I'm going to use my greater than and less than signs. It's going to hit the ground. It goes down. I'm going to insert a frame. Right click, insert. I just inserted a copy of the frame. Now I'm going to have it go up just the tiniest little bit. Like the tires are like, am I on? This is where I'm not sure if I'm doing, okay, there we go. So there. Oh, I don't like that it moved over to the side. So I'm going to move it back a little bit. That's why you use your arrow keys. Boy, they're so much smoother. Then I'm going to have it, yeah, I have a problem. See, once you move it, there's the problem of it like kind of rotating. I'm going to hit play. Let's hit play. Let's watch it again. Boom. I still like this a lot better than what I started with. So, and I haven't even used any in-betweens. I could throw some in-betweens on here. For the fall, I actually don't like the idea of in-betweens. Maybe for his head flipping back. Maybe I'll put a couple right here. Maybe I'll put like 3 play. See if that does anything. Yeah, that looks okay. Maybe I put a couple in-betweens right here, like when it fell down. I'm going to go like 2, 2, 2. Let's see. See if that gives it a little more realistic. I'm going to go 1 less. Do you see it? Sort of like, kind of like slowly like rolls up. I don't know if I like that. So I'm going to go to these and I'm going to change it to like 1. Change this to like 1. Change this to like 1. Let's hit play. And there's my bell. Oh, it's close. This is close. Maybe this one, none. Let's see. Play. And boom. I like how that hits, though. It feels better than the original animation which we had, which wasn't super great. All right. I hope that gives you some techniques and strategies to use when you're making your animation to make it look better. Share your animations. Get them out there. All right. Have a great day.